All right, hey guys, Scott with Football Scoop back on the Inside Scoop. Today we've got Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator at Indiana State, on with us. How are you, bud?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Appreciate you joining us. Hey,
No
you guys.
problem.
So Trent Miles been there. I think he's been 4 seasons, starting his 5th upcoming. And you've been there 3 of those 4 years, right?
Correct.
And you guys have had a heck of a turnaround with the program in terms of both wins and losses on the field, and just the overall attitude of the program. Rebuilding the place. I've seen a lot of great things coming out of there. Tell me where the program stands.
Well, I think it starts with Coach Miles and kind of the philosophy that he had coming in. A lot of times you take over a program and you talk about having to build a foundation and all those type of things. Well, I think one of the things that he had to do was clear out the old foundation because it wasn't very good. So when he first got here, he kind of had to get rid of the cancer and get rid of a lot of guys that weren't able to buy into his philosophy. And in his first year, he got rid of quite a few guys. So overall, we've been able to bring in our type of guys, which is guys that want to succeed in the classroom, on the field, and everything involved with that. And we've had an opportunity now, 4 years into it, to lay a very good foundation with the guys that we've been able to recruit. We didn't try and go the quick fix route or the window dressing of just bringing in some guys that can help you right away. Really bit the bullet and played a lot of high school kids his first couple years, and we've been able to build the program up through mostly high schoal kids, mixing in a few transfers here and there.
You guys had a great year last year. A couple of big wins, huh?
Definitely. Almost to where we want to be. Our goal every year is going to be a playoff football team at the FCS level and compete for Missouri Valley Championship.
Yep.
So we were 6-5. If you ask the playoff committee, probably 1 game away. If we would have won our last game, probably would have gotten a bid.
Yep.
But we were able to defeat Western Kentucky, which was obviously a big win, being an FBS school. We were able to go 4-4 in the conference again, which doesn't sound much, but for 2 years in a row now, we've won 4 games in our conference, which is the most they've ever won here in 1 year. So it's definitely something going in the right direction.
Tell me about what's going on outside of the building. I see some new turf, new practice field, and I saw talk of that. I heard some guys talking about maybe an on-campus stadium. I don't know if that's happening or not, but tell me what's going on there.
Since Coach Miles has been here, we have a new field, we have a new locker room, we have a new weight room, we have new meeting rooms, we have a new practice field.
Wow.
So those type of things are, it starts with Ron Prettyman, our athletic director, and basically his vision of football can be good here. And he went out and hired Coach Miles, and it always starts with making sure that you have the resources to be able to get it done, and they've given us that. The stadium, I'm not sure where that's at. I know it's in a master plan of probably 5 to 10 years down the road. But we're very happy with where we're at, and they've upgraded our current facility enough that we can definitely recruit to it. We can win there, and it's been a really good situation for us.
Hey, I know your dad's down in Kentucky now, but you had the opportunity to coach with your dad. How cool is that? Tell me.
That was outstanding. From a learning standpoint, he's probably the smartest football coach I've ever been around from an X's and O's standpoint. So to be able to work with him for a year, particularly heavily involved over here at Indiana State with a 4 or 5 man defensive staff, and really be his right hand man, kind of made a transition really easy for me to try and take over some of the things that he was trying to do.
Hey, I saw on Twitter recently you just had a birthday, huh?
I did. Birthday was a couple days ago, so just turned 29, and feel very fortunate to be where I'm at.
It's pretty cool. You guys, I looked real quick at the defensive staff. You guys have a young staff, huh?
Very young staff on defense. I believe Coach Jackson's our elder statesman, right around 35. Myself and Coach Volker, our linebacker coach, we actually played in college together. And then we just hired Mike Mickens from the University of Cincinnati, who was actually a player there when I was a graduate assistant there.
Yep.
And then Coach Sabach. Those guys are both pretty fresh out of college within the last few years. So bring a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. Try and get our guys to play how we coach. So we're young. We use that to our advantage. of having a lot of energy, high enthusiasm, flying around at practice, and getting our guys to play the way we coach.
That's great stuff. Hey, Jesse, I appreciate you finding a few minutes for us today. We're going to need to get you back on, get some of those other guys on, and talk a little X's and O's and maybe have some fun with them as well.
Definitely. It's a great group of guys, and we'd love to do it.
All right, bud. Appreciate you taking some time.
All right, thanks.